Hey everybody, CVH here. Today we're going to be talking about Twitch drops. These have taken the Elder Scrolls Legends community, and more notably, the Elder Scrolls Legends Twitch section, by storm. So I thought I would take today's video instead of a normal Elder Scrolls Legends strategy video, gameplay, deck tech, budget-ify, or otherwise, and let you guys sit back, relax, and listen to me discuss my opinions on Twitch drops. As a content creator who spends a lot of time on Twitch, who has been directly affected by these Twitch drops, and let you know my opinions, talking about the positives, maybe some of the negatives, the controversy surrounding them, and my opinions on how they affect Legends in general. But for starters, a lot of you may not know what I'm talking about in the first place, especially if you frequent the YouTube channel primarily and don't really focus too much on the Reddit or the Twitch section or the main site like I'm on right now. So let's get into a bit of what they actually are. As you can see, this was posted by Bethesda on June 7, 2017. At Bethesda, we believe in the power of Twitch. Good start, as somebody who spends the majority of his content creation time on Twitch. No offense to YouTube, I love you guys too, of course. But we are happy to announce a new partnership with Twitch in the form of drops. They allow any user who has linked their Bethesda.net account, which you can do at this handy-dandy link, with their Twitch account, to get free stuff in the Bethesda games they're already playing just by streaming or viewing a stream for that game on Twitch. The best part, all of this is free. To get started, simply head over to Bethesda and link your Twitch account. And it was rolled out at E3, and as you can see here, Wednesday, June 14th, after the Bethesda E3 showcase, we'll be rolling out drops on all Legend streams on Twitch. So I'm recording this on the night of the 19th, so this is after almost a week. We have 6 days where I've been streaming straight for 5 to 7 hours where we've had drops live, so I can sort of talk with a bit of experience about how they have affected the stream community, myself in particular. Now, the article we just looked at doesn't really go into detail on what you actually do win, so let me enlighten you to that if you haven't actually been trying to get these so far. So the first 3 drops that you're able to win, this is all random by the way, after you link your account and you're watching a stream or you're streaming yourself, I can also win drops for being a streamer. The 3 rewards they have in place so far at random, of course, are the 1,500 soul gems, 600 gold in Legends obviously, and 1 legendary pack, which contains 1 random legendary card. So for value, the legendary reward is actually, while it seems the most impressive, probably of moderate less value than you'd get from the 600 gold or 1,500 soul gems, which can turn into any legendary of your choice, as well as 300 extra soul gems. So yeah, they're pretty generous. And in fact, this has led some people to say they're even too generous, and that's mostly people who are wondering if long-term they can stand with this kind of generosity, if it'll actually negatively affect the money Bethesda is making on the game. They haven't really talked too much about that, although I don't have the screenshot here, but one of the brand managers, I believe it was AJ who did write this article, was in my chat and said, well, people don't win as much as you think they win, which means you might see a lot of people posting in Twitch chat, oh, I won this reward, I won this reward, but you don't really see everyone who's not winning posting that they're not winning, and you probably will post if you win a reward. You get really excited about it, you post in the chat, so it might create sort of this confirmation bias where it seems like more people are winning than they actually are. The generosity of these rewards aside, that's not really where the bulk of the controversy is coming from. The bulk of the controversy is the people who are now watching streams who can go AFK. As a streamer personally, these have greatly positively influenced the direction of my stream. My viewership is basically through the roof as opposed to what it's been before. In fact, let me show you guys some of the graphics that I see on my Twitch dashboard. So as you guys know, I've been streaming Legends pretty regularly for about 10 months now, and even daily since the day after Christmas. I haven't actually missed a day since then, streaming on average 4 to 7 hours. So this graph will show my average concurrent viewership. This is something I do monitor pretty regularly on Twitch, and as you can see, this is my average concurrent viewership throughout the month of June, and things are going pretty well with the Steam release. I was getting a pretty good increase in viewership, and here's when Twitch drops came into play. All of a sudden, from 231 the previous day to an average of 683, an average of over 1,000. That's over the period of 6 hours. My previous all-time record high organic viewership without a giant host was close to 300, I think, and as you can see, we crushed it immediately. It was crushed, and we haven't really looked back. So the viewership has been through the roof, like I mentioned, and if I go to max concurrent viewers, it'll show you basically the same thing. It was pretty good. It was on an upswing, and then all of a sudden, max concurrence through the roof, 900 to 1,500, somewhere in there every single day. It's been absolutely insane. But this is a lot of where the controversy is coming from. People are worried not so much that streamers are getting more viewers. Obviously, that is inherently a positive thing, but people are worried about the types of viewership we're getting. So obviously, in order to win these rewards, it's not required that you're chatting, it's not required that you're even actively watching. Your audio could be muted, your video could be tabbed out. People have tried to multi-tab into multiple streams to try to increase their odds. That is confirmed to not work. So yeah, but as long as you are in a stream, you could literally not be watching it technically, and people are kind of concerned about the ethics behind that. Is Bethesda encouraging very passive viewership of streaming, or just not really viewing it at all? And that's really what I wanted to talk about in today's video, because I know a lot of people have in fact had streams on 24/7. There's always been a legend streamer online, obviously, so as long as you're watching one of them, you do get to win rewards. People have really been taking advantage of these Twitch drops because they make it so easy to build your collection. You know, I can't really blame them for doing that. You know, I've gotten a Twitch drop every day, but I do stream this game every day, and people can't actually be watching streams 24/7. I don't recommend that. As much as I would like you guys to watch my stream a lot as a streamer, I don't recommend you spending 24/7 literally watching a stream, but people have had streams open for that long, and it's not technically against the rules, and people are getting their Twitch drops. Keeping in mind that I am at least partially biased because I have seen a huge upswing in viewership, I would like to talk a little bit about the way content on Twitch is consumed in the first place. I do spend a lot more time nowadays making content on Twitch than I do actually consuming other people's content and watching their streams, just because of time constraints and what I need to spend my time on as a content creator. But in my opinion, Twitch has always been sort of a casual way to consume content. Basically, you don't sit down with your family, get a nice dinner together, and watch a Twitch stream. It's mostly, that's basically TV. You'd sit in front of a television and really dedicate yourself to paying attention to that. Twitch is sort of a thing a lot of people do when they're doing other things on the computer. A lot of people play the game themselves while watching or listening to someone else play the game, either in another monitor or just having it minimized with the audio on. It can help them focus, it can help them, interact with others, it can make it feel like a more social experience. There are those viewers who do, sit in front and dedicatedly watch a stream and, actively chat and all of that. But as anyone will know, you get a lot more viewers than you get active chatters. In fact, let me go back to a graph that shows that. Let's go to chat activity here. As you can see, my chat activity, it goes up and down. This just shows like the number of lines, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how it rates it. But as you can see, with Twitch drops, we did see a significant increase for a day. And even though it went back down, the chat activity here is still over 4,000, when otherwise it was less than half of that. So we did see a significant increase in chat activity. I can also tell you with confidence that, subscriptions are a major way people can support the stream through either Amazon Prime, having Twitch Prime, or just paying money to support the channel, and that is the bulk of a way that a Twitch streamer like myself is going to be making money so they can continue to feed themselves and house themselves and all of that good fun stuff. And the increase in subscriptions has been very staggering as well. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but at this point we've almost doubled the amount of subscriptions on the channel, which is absolutely crazy because we've been partnered for about 9 months now. To see this insane jump, to me it shows that people are in fact lurking in the channel and not really talking and contributing sometimes, but there are a lot of people in the channel who are in fact becoming active, chatting, subscribing to show support, because that's not required to win Twitch drops. Everyone knows that you don't need to subscribe and pay a channel in order to increase your odds of getting a Twitch drop, but people are doing so anyway simply because they enjoy the channel. Maybe Twitch drops are actually doing the job of piquing people's interest in streams just enough to get them more active, and then they find out they actually really enjoy watching streams and want to support and watch more. So what I'm hoping these statistics do is a bit to address the concern of people who say all of the increased viewership that myself and other Legends streamers are seeing is simply inorganic, is simply unethical, people just leaving the stream open and going to do their daily lives basically and coming back to some nice Twitch rewards now and again. Basically, there are always going to be people lurking in a chat, not really participating, not really doing too much to involve themselves in the stream, and obviously the number of that, or the amount of that going on, is going to increase significantly with the Twitch drops. However, that is also a fact. Thanks to the statistics, we can tell that the Twitch drops are increasing the amount of activity as well. Maybe not at the exact same proportion of the new viewership, but whether it be through ranking the game higher and getting more people to notice the game in the first place, or the fact that you're bringing people in who didn't really think they would be participating, but then decide, hey, I kind of like this stream, I'm going to start chatting, I'm going to start interacting with the other people in the streamer and really supporting, and getting involved on their own accord. Maybe that's also what the point of the Twitch drops are, to get people, get their interest piqued basically, so they start actually getting involved in the Twitch community. And I think as a streamer, I have noticed a significant increase, not only in just the viewership, viewership, because obviously if it were just the viewership, I would be worried that it was all just people AFKing and going about their daily lives, but also in activity in basically the community. So besides the viewership and the increased activity and the increased revenue even that myself and many other streamers have started to see thanks to Twitch drops, I think they've also done a really good job, at least from what I can tell, of giving rewards people care about, and at the same time not overdoing it, if what AJ said in the chat was correct. If they can actually keep this up, I think that would be pretty insane. I know a lot of people on Reddit have come under some fire for saying they'd be happy with maybe an increased drop rate, but like much less value of the rewards. Like, for example, you could say that may be a bad thing, but, you know, wouldn't you be happy to log in and find 750 free soul gems or 300 free gold? That's still a very substantial amount of rewards you're getting for essentially not really working too hard for them. You don't have to grind for them. You don't have to grind against the AI or on the ladder. You can basically just watch a stream or, again, you know, AFK on a stream and get those rewards. That would still be incredibly generous in my opinion. That said, if they could keep up this level of rewards, it would be amazing, and I am very curious to see what direction they will take in the future, whether or not they'll switch them out for different rewards and what those might look like, maybe some cosmetic rewards as well, instead of just things you can use in-game. But for the free-to-play player or the player on a budget, or just the normal player who has spent money but really doesn't want to spend as much as they need to on Heroes of Skyrim coming out on June 29th, these have been pretty fantastic. I know I myself have seen a record high level of gold. I have been tempted to impulse spend it. I've gotten a lot off the rewards, some soul gems, free legendaries. A lot of people in my chat are very excited. I have seen a couple messages even that have said the Twitch drops and the generosity of them have encouraged them to spend money on this game where they otherwise wouldn't have, because Bethesda has shown that they are going to be pretty generous with their rewards and encourage people to support the game through making them want to support it, showing that they care about their player base. It can give you faith in the product itself to see the company support it and its player base in this way, and you might just be persuaded to spend a little bit of money yourself on top of the free things you're getting. So basically, to summarize, I think Twitch drops have been an incredibly successful technique at marketing this game and its streamers so far. As a streamer myself, of course, I'm a little bit biased, and I have seen record numbers, record viewership, record chat activity, and just had a wonderful community continue to be grown thanks to these Twitch drops. And what I would like to do is sort of give you some perspective from a streamer's standpoint, that it's not all inorganic viewership. A lot of it is people coming in, even if they originally did just plan to come there for the drops, and really just enjoying the stream and having fun and building the community together as well. I think they've been very generous with the rewards so far. I'm curious to see if that continues. Even if the rewards wind up being slightly less in value than they are now, I think they're going to be definitely worth the time it takes to pop open a stream every now and then. I think overall we should continue to see an increase in viewership if other marketing techniques keep up as well. And yes, there will always be people who just take advantage of this and just literally tune into a stream for the drops and AFK, but that definitely doesn't seem like the majority of the viewership we have currently, and I think even people who do that in the first place do wind up getting involved at least a little bit in the stream, and that's definitely good for both the streamers, the viewers, and Bethesda. So what do you guys think about Twitch drops? This is a fun conversation to have. I've seen a lot of different opinions about them. Obviously, the general consensus is that free stuff in the game is really good, but I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. Join the conversation down there. Let me know what you think about Twitch drops, streams in general. Where do you think they could take these in the future? What do you like about them? What do you dislike about them? Love to hear your opinion as always. And if you enjoy the videos, feel free to leave a like. Stay subscribed to the channel for more Legends content every single day. Follow my stream in the description to maybe get some of these Twitch drops yourself, and I'll see you guys next time.